Hi everyone. So today I'm at Essentia, a one-of-a-kind experience center and workspace in Delhi. And I have with me a veteran in the interior and architectural space, none other than Mr. Hardesh Chawla, the founder of Essentia. Today we are going to talk about insights on his journey and how he built the brand Essentia. Welcome Hardesh ji to the show.
Happy to be here.
And I'm so thrilled to have you and to know insights on your journey. So to begin with, Hardesh ji, I want to know a little bit on your early life and how did this venture, getting into the interior space, come into being, and a little bit on that.
So when you say early life, should I start from when I was roaming around in diapers or much after that?
Much
I
after
mean,
that.
my professional
Yeah,
early life.
yes.
So I think my professional career is a little different from everyone else in sense that by chance I was sent to Russia in early 90s.
Okay.
Now that was a chaotic time in Russia. The USSR had just been dissolved, uh, and and I think when I started, the feeling or the experience that I had was that doing business is easy. Partly because उस समय there was so much demand of things and so little supply that no matter what you were doing, you were doomed to succeed.
Right.
I'm saying you would have had to put extraordinary effort and thought process to fail during that time. So somehow, it gives you a sense of complacency that making money, doing business isn't difficult. And for a long time, I had this notion in my mind that if you have to work hard to make money, then what is the speciality or what's the skill that you bring to the table? So I felt that making money should be difficult. You do not need to invest significant effort in order to build something. And I think it took me a long time to get out of that mindset.
Okay.
To come to a position where you know where you invest into an organization, where you understand that it's a painstaking process of building the team, the processes, the systems, the brand, the your deliverables,
Right.
and then it cannot happen overnight. From a mindset where कि सुबह जो काम किया था उसका result we should be able to observe and enjoy by the evening, to something where we feel, okay, let's put in our 20, 25, 30 years into building a business, building a brand, rewards of which are still forthcoming.
Right.
So that's a completely different mindset, and I think एक जगह पे जहाँ पे it gave me a different kind of exposure, put us in a, I would say, accelerated path. दूसरी तरफ से I feel my early careers worked like a speed breaker, because it took us a little bit to get out of that mindset. But I think now for the last 25 years, we have been giving all our energy, all our thoughts, all our work, I think awake time,
Right.
thinking and working on building this brand.
You know what? I personally, today is my first experience in this work center, and I can tell everyone it's just, I'm just in awe. I feel like I've come to a museum. It's so beautifully done. The whole curation is so nice, and I'm super thrilled that I got a chance to experience this. So, first of all, kudos to you and your entire team who's been behind this.
Thank you very much. This is something which I think both Monica and I, Monica is my wife and she's the creative brains behind all that you see. And I think one thing both of us are very clear on, anything that we don't want to use ourselves, anything that we don't want to introduce in our own project, we don't want to introduce it to a client.
Okay.
So what works for us is, and then we have been fortunate enough in sense that we kept on getting opportunities to build things for ourselves.
Right.
And whatever we liked, we said, okay, let's introduce it to our customers. So I think the office also that we see, it's a reflection of who we are, what we like, and what we would like to introduce to other people. And I think Experience Center, for a long time, for 24 years, we were working without having anything to show to our customers. And here also I feel blessed and fortunate that all our customers showed this trust in us, gave us this opportunity that without even having seen what they are going to get, they were confident enough to give orders to us.
Got it. Okay.
So I just felt we should be taking undue advantage of their generosity. So let's
Right.
have an experience center now.
Right.
And now, of course, we plan to expand all over the country.
Right.
Make sure that our experience centers are there. Why? You know, Essentia is all about bringing convenience and value to our customers. Now, of course, a customer can fly down to Delhi, but very often it's not always convenient. So I think sticking to that, basic mantra, basic ethos, that we need to make things process convenient for our customer. We want to be there where they are.
Right.
So next, so I think we are working on 26 vision, 26 stores by end of 26.
Wow.
That's an aggressive target that we have set for ourselves. So hopefully we'll hit that milestone by the end of 26.
So you know what, Hardesh, I feel that you start anything, there are a lot of challenges and obstacles which come our way to start even a startup. When you think of a brand, there's so many problems which come your way. So how do you stay motivated and how do you overcome those obstacles?
Here is the thing. I genuinely believe that, let's say, 10 years from now, we are doing 100 times as much.
Right.
Okay? Few more zeros have been added to our top line. I still believe that we'll still be doing the same thing. We'll still be coming to the office, 6 days or 7 days a week. Ultimately, it's all about getting an opportunity to solve new problem every day. Okay, as long as you have a growth mindset, you will keep on facing new problems. Okay, because when you expand, whether you introduce a new product line or you venture into a new geographical or territory or whatever, I think you'll face a new set of problems. So as long as you have a growth mindset, problems will never end.
Right.
Which means you'll again be solving problems. Absolutely, the nature may differ, the quantum may differ, but ultimately that's what you will be doing. Which means when you say obstacle comes or things don't go as per our expectations, so generally here is what is happening. Either it takes longer or it ends up costing a little more than what you had anticipated. It's just that.
Got it.
Which means when there is no fixed destination or a timeline, it's easy to take such things in your own stride.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we have thought that we'll open the second experience center by December. We are now opening in February.
Wow.
I'm saying it pinches a little. It's also a financial loss, but it's not end of the world. Okay. We have learned how whatever delays or wherever the delays happen, they've given us a set of learning which we are likely to use for the subsequent experience centers. So in that sense, every failure, if you want to call it, for lack of better word, I think leads to a new learning,
Right.
which makes a better going forward.
True.
So it will be very boring if there is no problem to solve.
Yeah. True.
Then you're moving towards
Yeah.
retirement, as I would say.
True.
So
Great. So also I want to know, like today, if I see Essentia 5 years down the line, where do I see the brand?
I think one, you should be able to reach a store of Essentia within 30 minutes of wherever you are.
Okay.
Okay, that's the end goal. Most of our customers, they are accomplished, of course, that goes without saying, but I think one of the other things that they don't have is time.
Right.
So what they want is somebody, an agency or an organization that can address their, I would say, space-related issues in a manner that is convenient.
Got it.
Okay, and because the work that we do is visual in nature, sometimes without looking at them or without seeing them, it's difficult to take the decisions. So I think that's why we want to be where our customers are.
Okay.
We have identified 26 cities and we are working towards being there. So in next 5 years, you should definitely expect this, if nothing else.
Right.
Our product selection would have expanded vastly.
Got it.
We already have 2,000 plus products. We're still continuously expanding that. So I think that's what you should see. There might be we are also tying up with European brands to complement our product portfolio. We'll have a lot more such exclusive arrangements in the next 5 years. We are tying up with a lot of designers from across the world who are designing products exclusively for us. We already have I think 9 such agreements which are already in place. Expect to see hundreds,
Wow.
if not more.
That's a great vision, Hardesh. Also, you know what, when I was coming, I saw the personalization you do with your clients. How do you understand the requirements of a certain client, when it comes to if they want to do beautification in their house? So, how do you understand that mindset?
So, see, each individual is different. Each individual's circumstances are different. Today, if you are a 30-year-old newly married, let's say, your requirements would be a little different uh, versus somebody who's 60 and who has 2 children who are already married with grandkids, all those things.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think one is that the functional requirement that requires a bit of interaction, of course. Then the second, I think equally important bit is your aesthetic preferences.
Okay.
Uh, so generally, when people come and they say we want new classical or we want modern, they have heard of these terms, but sometimes they don't have the clarity as to what it means.
Right.
So, unfortunately, we have the tools available where we're able to show them different kind of, I would say, projects or visuals, and we allow them to choose. So, when we take on a client, we spend, I would say, a lot of time and effort on the brief, taking the brief, capturing the uh, lifestyle of a prospective customer.
Got it.
I genuinely believe that any property, any space that you build or refurbish, whether residential or commercial, it needs to accommodate your requirement, your lifestyle. I'll give you a small example. Let's say you do enjoy throwing parties,
Right.
okay, and you have a big family and you have a large circle of friends, and if I'm going to throw a party, I'll have to call 100 people, at the minimum. Okay, who do I not invite? Okay. Now, if your house or apartment cannot accommodate 100 people, okay, what are you going to do? You are going to put that off.
Yeah.
अच्छा जगह नहीं है कहाँ बुलाऊंगा क्या करूँगा so what is happening is your house is limiting your lifestyle. It should become an enabler. It should encourage you to do the things that you like. Now, if you like solitude, then your house should provide you that solace. If you want to throw parties, then the house should be designed in a manner which encourages that.
Right.
When you start doing an activity, then you realize, okay, इसमें साथ क्या nuances हैं. So I think capturing that lifestyle requirement and preferences is critical.
Got it.
And we do spend up to 10-15 days capturing that. Sometimes, the interaction does not happen over the table simultaneously. We allow them to go, take this questionnaire, sit with the family, fill it up,
Right.
let it simmer, marinate, let the ideas, once you have a discussion with us, some new thoughts would probably come to you. So,
Got it.
so give them enough time to come up with a detailed requirement that they might have, not just immediate or also, but 10, 15, 20 years down the line.
Okay. That's very nice. Understanding a customer's perspective is so important in today's time, so I think you really nailed that. I
It's
want
just that you need to spend time, invest time
Right.
in the customer to understanding their requirement. That's it.
also I want to know, today the youth of today, the Gen Z, I would call it, or the next generation of
Now, by the way, I don't know whether you know or not. Do you guys know? Today onwards, the people who are going to be born, they're going to be called as a new generation,
okay,
brand new generation beta.
beta. Okay.
Yeah. So,
So for
if you
the
are not feeling old now, you know.
now, so for the youth of today, if you had to give a message, a positive message, what are the kind of attributes one must have if they want to pursue this kind as a in this industry as a career option?
So I would say first and foremost, which and then a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but I think first and foremost is your own ambition. You need to think bigger if you're already thinking big, because I genuinely believe that you yourself are the catalyst that can set the tone of your career, and you yourself are going to be the limiting factor if that. So first of all, just think big. Increase the size of the canvas that you plan to work on. Don't limit yourself. That is important. without ambition, no matter what kind of skill you possess, you're not going to go anywhere.
Right.
So that fire, that desire to do something should be there. And once you have that desire, just take it to a next level. You know? So that I think is important. Two, I would say, you must have heard this some know thyself. A sense of objectivity about yourself, that is important. Now you may want to become a singer, you may think that that's what you're going to enjoy, but if you don't have an iota of singing talent, then that knowledge is important.
Right.
That's objective analysis. What am I good at? What do I enjoy doing?
Right.
What can I acquire through let's say consistent effort, and what I can never acquire. So that I think objectivity is required. Once you understand that, and if you have set up your mind that I want to do this thing, then plug those gaps, hire, marry, or enter into partnerships, something like
Right.
that, so that skill set becomes complete.
True.
And I would say then you have to make failure fun. When you embark on something new, which is what the young people are going to be doing, because if they think of a business idea or a career in sense, whenever you do something for the first time, chances are you go wrong here and there. So I think that part should be fun.
Right.
And then again, having the right team by your side helps, and lastly, I would say persevere.
Okay.
Lot of time people give up before they actually start seeing the results of their efforts.
Got it.
And you might know personally a lot of such people who keep on shuffling from one career to other. They
Right.
start doing something,
Yeah.
and after 2 years they're doing something else, and then after 2 years they're doing something else, and then that's
Yeah.
so that I think is a wasted effort. Spend a couple of years analyzing, thinking what you want to do, where the potentials are, what is the big problem that you are looking to solve. So once you have identified that and you have found the right team to do it with, then I think you just put your head down and persevere. Avoid distraction. That's it.
That's a wonderful message. Whoever's watching this episode is this kind of a positive message. It really motivates you. So whoever wants to pursue a career in this space, just be passionate, be hardworking, be sincere. So that's those main three qualities is what you need, I feel also. So, yeah. So now I'm going to do something fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to know a little bit about you more personally. So I'm going to do a fun rapid fire round with you.
Sure.
So it needs to be really quick. Great. So,
इससे मुझे याद आया. So somebody said that, what are you good at? So he said, I'm very fast in maths.
okay.
So he said, okay, really? So he said, what is 637 multiplied by 721?
Okay.
11,500. He said, that's wrong, but it was fast. So I don't know what I answer will be right or not, but I'll be fast.
Okay, great. So to begin with, whose house would you prefer, designing? Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan?
Shah Rukh Khan. Do you want me to explain why?
Yeah, you can say no.
Salman Khan is a loner. He doesn't have a family, so it won't be as big a challenge as I would say Shah Rukh Khan, and especially Mrs. Khan herself is a designer, so it will be fun to collaborate and do things together.
Okay. I might be into trouble with this, but if you had to take any celebrity in the world on a date, which one would it be?
My wife, Monica, you don't...
Besides your wife, I'm saying. That's why I said before, I might get into trouble for this.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
It's difficult to take a dead celebrity onto a date. I genuinely, I haven't thought about that, and it has to be a woman, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's a date, a romantic date.
You're taking a long time.
Yeah, but I guess.
Okay.
She's nice, and she's been always, I think, open about her thoughts, even in the interviews. So I guess.
If you had to hum on a music, which you can hum probably 7 days a week, which one would that be?
Any Kishore Kumar song. I think that's what I keep on doing.
Okay.
My children, they get so irritated. Now they have started, I think they complain that they have picked up this habit from me. Because I keep on, whatever song I hear, it keeps on playing in my mind and on my lips.
Oh, great. Okay. If there had to be one holiday destination, which you can, think of you settling down, other than Delhi, which would that be, in terms of later on?
See, personally, what I've enjoyed is that I've enjoyed beach holidays more, and I don't enjoy the shopping or the hectic or the sightseeing. Holiday, from my perspective, is that you go someplace, you switch off your electronics, and you just take it easy. So I have enjoyed the most. I would say is the beaches of Thailand, and where I've been 4 or 5 times, if I'm not mistaken. And Dubai again feels like a second home.
Second home.
Because I think everything is so organized that the stress gets minimized automatically. I would say one of these two destinations.
Your current favorite read?
Current favorite read. I read practically everything and anything, whatever I can lay my hands on. I have been reading Economist since morning. It's got the new this thing. But I would say, I don't know if you're familiar with this. I don't read self-improvement books. Somehow I've never found a taste for that. I enjoy fiction. So Lee Child is one of my famous authors. The moment his new book gets released, I'm the first one to buy it. And also Stephen King. Anything which is interesting, I'll read it.
Okay, and my last rapid fire would be, if you're a foodie, which I'm presuming you are.
I'm not actually.
Oh, you're not? Okay. But so which would your favorite cuisine be? Like,
Ghar ka khana.
Okay.
I go for that every time. 10 out of 10 times I'll go for simple home cooked meal.
Okay.
I'm not a foodie. I don't like Michelin stars, restaurants and all this thing. I feel they're, I don't know, too rich.
So now I know why you're so fit.
Possibly.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Hardesh. It was so nice chatting with you. It's been such an inspiring journey, hearing insights on your journey, and I'm sure a lot of people watching us today also would be so inspired. So it was lovely that you took out some time to do this with me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you for coming, visiting us. Always, I think the word needs to be spread, and any opportunity that we get from people like you, it's always a pleasure.
So thank you so much once again.
My pleasure, sir.